Ray Dalio on the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. Silicon Valley Bank is a classic event in the very classic bubble bursting part of the short-term debt cycle, in which tight money to curtail credit growth and inflation leads to a self-reinforcing debt credit contraction that continues until central banks create easy money that negates the debt credit contraction. In different cycles, the sectors that are in bubbles are different, but the self-reinforcing contraction dynamic is the same. This bank failure is a canary in the coal mine early sign dynamic. To put this in context, I will summarize the archetypical debt cycles dynamic from my book Principles for Navigating Big Debt Crises. How the machine works. Due to higher interest rates and tighter money, many leveraged long holdings are going down in value, which hurts debtors, creditors, asset holders, and financial intermediaries, which causes a self-reinforcing contraction and contagion. The early stage of the contraction phase of the short-term credit debt cycle indicates that this bank failure will be followed by many more problems, including forced sales of assets at very low prices, equity dilution, and eventually the Fed easing and bank regulators providing money, credit, and guarantees. The Fed guaranteed all depositors against loss and indicated that it would probably act similarly in other cases, so it created more money and credit to fill in the funding gaps. The US central government has large outstanding debts and is selling more debt than there is demand for, so the central bank is printing money and buying the debt. The big problem will come when there is too much money printing to provide creditors with adequate real returns, which will lead them to start selling their debt assets, which will substantially worsen the supply-demand balance, leading to debt and economic pain. While I have been focusing on the money-credit debt market economic dynamic, let's remember that the US-China conflict and the US-NATO-Russia conflict are also important. This implies that the next 2 years will be a very risky time. I believe that the key to good investing lies in achieving balance of uncorrelated good return streams, and this can be done without reducing expected returns.